Hello. Hello again, Tina. Hello. Welcome back. Hello. Thank you for jumping ship with me. Um, Impromptu live stream now on YouTube. I was having issues with it's been so long since I've live streamed from my phone. So yeah, YouTube they changed things around a little bit. So I had an issue with it wanting to shoot vertical, but for YouTube you want to shoot horizontal anyway. Tech problems, but we're here. We made it. Where did the. Oh my gosh. Hi, how have you been? I've been good. How is everybody? I've been just working away, trying to get a bunch of new artwork done, especially with my convention schedule sort of coming up, which I'm very excited about. The next one coming up being Dokumi in Germany. Oh my god, this already looks stunning. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I hate that the chat like disappears on my phone. Oh my god, this already looks it's almost summer. Hallelujah. Yeah. It's Toronto has been a little what's the word? Like finicky weather-wise, but everyone is definitely anticipating summer. Yeah, on my phone, the chat disappears unless I tap it, which is really annoying. Hello, a surprise live stream. Oh my god, yes, a surprise live stream. Welcome, welcome. I it's been a while since I've done a live stream, and I was just like, why not? It is a shame that I didn't get to announce it to anybody in advance, but I was like, you know what? Better to be a surprise impromptu live stream than none at all. You know? I figured I get distracted so easily that I was thinking maybe if my phone is literally being used for the live stream, then I can't use it to be distracted by TikTok and stuff. Although when I do live streams, I get distracted by chatting with you guys, but I think that's better than getting distracted by TikTok, so I'll take it. And yeah, I wasn't intending to. I haven't been like filming the entire process of this, so I figured might as well show it off to you guys. You know, while I work on it, because why not? Whereas like if I'm working on like a full blown video for something, then I usually don't live stream it. If that makes sense. She was on IG earlier, which was great. Yeah, I tried doing the live stream on Instagram first, but I was like, no one, I don't, or not no one, but like, I think most people don't stick around on live streams with Instagram, which makes sense because Instagram generally is like more of kind of quick, and people are on their phones usually with Instagram, whereas I think with YouTube, more people on their computer, and so that makes sense for like a live stream or something like more long form. So I was like, maybe this doesn't actually make sense. So here we are. Plus, technically, I have more followers or subscribers on YouTube. So anyway, I know I'm not moving very quickly with this illustration, but just stalling, I guess, because I'm trying to decide what to do next. I did have a question. Are you happier with your work now than you've embarked on your art challenge? Oh, good question. Yeah, I guess we are kind of encroaching the halfway point of my art style challenge. There we go, words. Am I? Am I happier with the artwork now? I think I am optimistic about the direction that it's going in. I think is the most accurate answer. Um, I am still not. I mean, I guess maybe that's part of the artist journey is that you're never gonna. I don't know if you're ever gonna be like, yes, this is it. I'm done. um, but yeah, right now the where I've been kind of taking the artwork, I feel excited about, I guess maybe is the way to describe it. Um, the the illustrations that I've been working on with that art challenge have been, I think, like some are more successful than others, which is sort of the nature of like my the way that I feel about my artwork in general, despite the art style challenge or not. But I think the experimenting is sort of helping shape some growth. Like the doing the most recent one, texture, and working on like the handmade paper and working with regular gouache again. It, yeah, I think helped sort of inform how I wanted to approach this piece that I'm working on right now. Um, in like, yeah, like a slightly looser manner and have more texture and things like that and be, yeah, a little looser. So tell us your thoughts on Hikaru now that you started it. Have you finished it? Oh yes, the summer Hikaru died. It's an anime that I started watching on my Patreon. I'm only halfway through. I think I've watched the first 6 episodes so far, so I can't form like a full opinion on it just yet. But I am really enjoying it so far. I I cried like in the first episode. I was like, oh, this is how it's gonna be, which is so funny because I was like filming my reaction and everything. So it's just very honest reaction, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, I've mentioned this before that I cry really easily when I watch like movies and TV shows and like reading stories and stuff. I don't cry easily for like my real life scenarios, but when I'm reading something, oh my gosh, reading or watching something, don't know what it is. I mean, I guess because my real life is not very dramatic, so. But yeah, I am enjoying it. I don't know when I'm gonna watch the rest. I do need to find time for that, but gotta prioritize certain things. Hello, it's happy to catch you live. Hello, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're very bare bones chill today. Because I did this last minute, so no face cam. Um, doing everything from my phone. Actually, I can't even see my battery life on my phone that I'm streaming from, so it is very possible that it'll die before I even know it. So if the live stream just suddenly stops, that's probably why. Aw, they're so cute. Thank you. Hello. Do I see do I see a K-pop idol in your photo? Can't tell. It's so tiny on my phone. Hello, so happy to catch you live. Yeah, I'm normally lately I've been live streaming from my computer, which has gives me way more options to like see the chat room better and all that. But I decided to just go through my phone to keep it quick and easy. But I'm realizing the severe limitations streaming from my phone. So I think I will moving forward, we'll continue to stream from my computer. And if I want it to be like super impromptu again, I'll just not have the face cam because my hair looks super greasy. I haven't washed it in a while. Just been lazy. It's Kihyun from Monster X. Ah, okay, yes, okay. I was like, it's giving K-pop idol, but I don't recognize them. So, okay, that makes sense. So glad you're enjoying the series. Saw on Insta you're rewatching Naruto. Any opinions, or do you feel differently about any characters? Oh my god, yes, I'm rewatching so many things right now. So yeah, I've been rewatching Naruto, and I'm like blasting through it. It's been so fun rewatching it. I Something that I'm thoroughly enjoying about my rewatch now is through the lens of realizing that Naruto and Sasuke are it's a love story. Like Naruto is a love story between Naruto and Sasuke. Um, Whereas like when I was a teenager, I was like a big Sasuke Sakura shipper, but now I'm like, you know, with a new lens and perspective, I'm just like, oh, it's all about Naruto and Sasuke. So that has been really entertaining to see because it's just so obvious. It's really funny. Where is your next expo? I am going to be at Dokumi next at the end of this month in Germany. So very excited, nervous, but excited. Um, I'm really not making a lot of progress. I'm really like not sure where I want to go next with this. Um, I'm like torn about whether or not I start the stickers because that means then at that point I'm kind of done with the skin. But like, I think I'm basically done with the skin, but not 100%. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, I'm stalling. But I did accidentally get this blue splotch right here, so I'll just lightly get rid of that. But I did want to keep the faces like not like super rendered. So if there's any 18 in the chat, let me know if you think that they look pretty. If they look well, yes, if they look pretty. But if you feel like I got the likeness, because I want to try and capture likeness without having to render hyper realistically. Like I purposely want to keep the rendering pretty flat. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Stokemy is next, and then I think I posted my artist Ellie schedule somewhere. But yeah, Dokumi is next, and then Montreal Comic Con in July. So I have nothing going on in June, and then Florida SuperCon, which is I've been keeping an eye out on flights going to Miami, and oh my goodness, they keep or they're a little higher than I had originally expected. So I'm keeping an eye on hoping that the prices for the flights go down. I recognize them immediately. Okay, yay, thank you. They look perfect. No more rendering needed. Perfect. Thanks, guys. We Germany, nice. Enjoy your time there. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you know what? This photo of them is so famous that even if I didn't capture their likeness perfectly, I think the 18es will recognize it immediately anyways. And also I have Wusan like literally on the illustration, so there's kind of it's a lot of foolproof elements. But yeah, you know what? Honestly, like if this is sort of if the rendering on the faces are basically done, other than obviously like the eyebrows and finishing that up, then I probably will get this done today, which is quite exciting. I do have to do laundry, which is really annoying, but um, that'll be a later problem. I would have come to Montreal Comic Con, but I have a roller derby game in my city at the same time. I'll ask my friend to get stuff at your table for me. Oh my gosh! A roller derby game is amazing, though. I mean, that's like a pretty good excuse to miss Comic Con. Good for you. I think people who roller derby is so cool. I am a baby and I would be terrified, but I think it's so cool. Yeah, I want these elements that I put as red. I don't want them. I want them to be a little bit brighter. So I'm like trying to layer this hot pink kind of on top of it because it's looking a little dull for me. But I think I might have put too much water in this, so it's gonna look. I don't know if it's gonna read the way I want it to, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I want it to be darker than this pink. I have like my digital version off to the side here, so I'm just trying to kind of like match it to a degree. Not perfectly though. Like my original plan was like much lighter, like it was much more pastel. Hold on, let me show you. Like yeah, the colors ended up turning pretty different. Like this was very very pastel, whereas this is obviously like way more saturated, which I actually like a lot. You can kind of see I have like three different shades of pink here, so I'm trying to do that here. I'll play in Toronto in July. There's a tournament called Fresh and Furious where all the teams are made up of players who've been playing for less than a year. Oh my god, that's amazing! So cool. That's so funny because I am based in Toronto, so it's like, um, so it's funny that like I'll be going to Montreal, but you'll be here. Oh, but the colors turn out so pretty. Yay, thank you. Yes, I like the original plan that I had, but I am quite enjoying this as well. So it's kind of the, happy accident. Um, and that's kind of, yeah, that's a huge, huge thing with traditional art is it's just like more unpredictable, which is good and bad. But honestly, I think, yeah, a big part is probably the fact that I'm using regular gouache rather than acrylic gouache. I think regular gouache, the color shift is so much more prominent, which is why I think for a long time I was in favor of acrylic gouache because the color shift is not really like there's way less of a color shift, but in the spirit of embracing the looseness and unpredictability of a traditional media, the regular wash. And as I mentioned in my previous or my most recent YouTube video, I think using colored pencils on top of regular gouache is better because it just has like more grit to it. Although we'll see if I end up even using much colored pencil, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. But it's nice to have the option, I guess. You mentioned not using pink in a piece as a challenge in your video. Do you think you will try that at some point this year? Oof, I think that truly would be a challenge for me. I think for now, I'm gonna put that on the back burner just because I feel like the art style challenge is enough for now. But it is an idea. It is an idea. But I don't want to like pile on too many things. Especially, yeah, eliminating pink from my color palette, I think would be torture. Not impossible. I'm sure I have illustrations where I don't use pink, but it's pretty rare, I think. Okay, sorry for the noise if you can hear it. The dumpster, not dumpster divers, the trash collectors are doing their thing, so there is some noise. My apartment faces the dumpsters, which is very unfortunate because In the summertime when my window is open, it smells so bad when they're collecting the garbage. And also, it makes my balcony just like not really a viable option because it's just like not pleasant to be overseeing the dumpster. But it is what it is. Can't blame you. It's one of your signature colors. It really, yeah, it's like number one. Whenever I'm reviewing like a set of paints, that's something that I realize that I am missing out on if there's no magenta or like pink of some sort. I'm like that is a minus for me. So now I know whenever I get a set, I'm like, gotta check for a magenta. Which, speaking of, I think I probably will end up trying out the Holbein gouache, like regular gouache. My friend is going to Japan. I mentioned this during the Instagram live stream, but my friend is going to Japan later this year, and she was like, if there's anything you want from Japan specifically, let me know. And so, yeah, the Holbein gouache, I will probably ask her to grab me some because it'll be significantly cheaper in Japan than it would be for me to buy it anywhere here in Canada. So, and they have some really beautiful sets. I think, obviously, if I'm having somebody else shop for me, I think I'll just get her to buy me a set. Yeah, they have the sets with based on seasons. There is like winter, autumn, spring, fall, and so I think I'll probably just get her to pick pick me up. Yeah, grab words. Get her to grab me one or two of those. Please like the stream. Ah, thank you. Appreciate it. Hi from Argentina. Hi. I love Wusan. It's so pretty. Thank you. Our babies. Yeah, I'm doing all the units, all the government units. So Wusan is first, just because I figured, I knew I had to do this photo. So it was like a no-brainer. Um, and I have teased. I am pretty much like ready to go for mats as well. Like the sketch and stuff is done. I just, working on them one at a time. So mats will be next, and then I have started Yoongi as well. And then for Dongsang, I've picked the photo that I'm going to use for the reference, but I haven't started it yet. So that's kind of the order that we'll be doing it. My hope is to have Usan and Mats done for Dokumi. Unfortunately, that's, I think, just like realistically what I can feasibly get done in time. And then the rest I will have done for Montreal Comic Con. That's kind of my timeline, which is definitely doable because I don't have any conventions during the month of June, so there will be time. Smart, that's how I got my Holbein acrylic gouache. Yes, exactly. It's so much cheaper to get it in the place that it comes from. I also had gotten some Holbein acrylic gouache when I was in Japan last. Actually, both times I went. Oh, can't wait for mats. Yes, they're my biases. Which speaking of, okay, I'm gonna preview not the actual drawing, but I'll preview what photo I used for it because it is the cutest photo. Yeah, just like the cutie patooties. Hongjun, he's a natural ginger at this point, so yeah. And then this is the Yoongi photo I'm using, and then the Jongsang, which his face is so funny. So yes, that's where we're at. Or that's the plan, I should say. Wow, those are cute photos, right? I knew I wanted to have them all like cheeks squished together so that there's like a, yeah, cutesy consistency, and then so they can like fit inside this little frame, which I was like debating on doing different shaped frames for each of them, but honestly, like the heart is just so cute, so I was like, you know what, whatever, we'll just keep it the same, so everyone gets a little heart. But obviously, like the stickers and the decoration part of it will be a little bit different per unit. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to keep going on the hair. Like, I don't know if I kind of, I don't mind the hair kind of as is, like this, but I'm like torn about whether or not I do another round to get it a little bit darker or if I just leave it. I'm sure my fellow artists in the chat can relate, but sometimes like there's instances where you go over something and then you regret it because it just looked better when it was like underdone. um, like I think I have a problem of like over rendering things sometimes. Hence, the whole thing about me trying to be a little looser, you know, is I feel like sort of letting things be quote unquote under rendered sometimes. Yep, and you feel like you ruined it. Yeah, it's so, especially as somebody who films their process. Um, there's so many cases where I'm like editing the process and like halfway through the illustration, I'm like, I wish I left this part or it looked good here. Like, why did I redo it? I don't know. It's very frustrating, especially as with traditional. That's like the whole thing, right? It's like, um, whereas with digital, you can go back most of the time. Ugh, it's such a gamble, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. But I will say I am really warming up to digital art, like uh, for full blown illustrations. For those of you who don't know, I recently posted a Neon Genesis Evangelion illustration on like Instagram and Patreon, and it's like completely digital. And I really like how it turned out, and I liked working on it. I think that's a really important element that I am trying to be mindful of is enjoying the process as well, or paying attention to like, do I like the result, but I do it also. Did I also enjoy the process of it? And for a long time, I just didn't favor digital because um, I found it looked too smooth. I wanted to be able to like capture texture, and I just had no idea how to get that effect. And then also I found the process itself like not very engaging, but I think I've finally figured out, yeah, the look and feel that I want and like the process that I like. So yeah, very exciting. Oh, actually, for those of you who haven't seen it, I can just show you on my iPad here since it was done digitally. So, ta-da! This is it. Um, yeah, I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I've never done Neon Genesis Evangelion fan art before, and I've just been in like a very fan art mood. So, yeah, but if I zoom in, you can see all the delicious textures, which I'm so happy with. Particularly like right here, this is like my favorite part. I just feel like the textures really shine in this part. Um, and yeah, I did these little like very inspired by Sailor Moon, the little lens flares. Um, yeah, I really, really love how this turned out. So, yeah, on my Patreon, I shared sort of like the behind the scenes of like how I worked on it and like what brushes I used and all that good stuff. But yeah, very excited about that. So the print will be available on my shop when I come back from Dokumi, but it'll be debuting. The print will be debuting at Dokumi, which is exciting. Oh my god, those textures! Thank you. Right, I do both, and digital definitely makes it easier to backtrack. Yes, definitely does. But yeah, the funny thing is sometimes with digital, it's sort of like you never know when to finish or like when to like put it down because you can just kind of work on it forever. Um, Whereas for whatever reason, I find with traditional, I just sort of eventually I just kind of hit a point where I'm like, okay, it feels like I just can't work on it anymore. So I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure what the psychology is with that, but I find with traditional, I can put it down easier, if that makes sense. I think yeah, actually I want to use a thinner brush to really get the brush strokes. Or the hair, I mean. Also, amazing tip that I learned from someone in one of my comment section because I was talking about how like especially with these skinnier paintbrushes, like my grip is just like so tough when the brush gets really skinny like this. And so they recommended I forget what it's called, but it's like athletic tape that you would like wrap around your injuries, like if you had a sprained wrist or something. And then yeah, it's amazing because it's like it's so versatile and it doesn't require any glue or anything like that. It just like sticks to itself. And I of course had to get it in hot pink because why not? But yeah, it's amazing. I also even used it for like the arms of my glasses because I was like noticing it was gonna dig into the tops of my ears. So extremely yeah, versatile little product. And like yeah, you could wrap this around so many different things, like not just paintbrushes. That looks so good. Holy shit. Thank you. Sometimes with traditional, it can be like, right, if I add anything, the paper's gonna rip. Yeah, exactly. Like legitimately, the certain mediums, like it just can only handle so much. So yeah, it's blessing and a curse, I guess. Oh, that's thicker than I wanted it to be, but yeah. My music stopped. I don't know why. Hold on, let me check. I'm not even sure if you can hear the music in the first place. Okay. Digital art be like, let me spend 40 minutes on a small detail that literally no one would notice since they won't zoom in on it. Yeah, oh my god, 100%. That is something that um I realized, especially with that Evangelion piece, is that when you kind of zoom out, so much of the like delicious textures that I had put into it is like barely or like is not as obvious, which is such a shame. But I will say the print will be a little bit bigger than my screen. Yeah. So I think that will help with like being able to read the textures a little more. I'm hoping. But it is true with like a traditional piece, it's sort of like this is the scale that you see it at. So unless I end up making a print that's smaller, but you know. Yes, yes. Okay, yeah. I put the music back on or I like fixed it, so um yes. Yeah, I don't wanna I don't want to do too much darker on the hair, so I think I'm just going to stick to little bits and bobs kind of around their faces, maybe mostly. Just like for more details. But I really like the looseness of it kind of up here, and then like with that pink sort of peeking through. I really like that element. So I definitely want to capture that. Actually, I've also been sort of filming like little bits and pieces here and there. So actually, let me start filming again a little bit. Oops. That was a bit of a wobbly line, but it's okay. Do you have any pets? If not, do you want any? I do not have any pets. I love cats. And so if I were to get a pet, I definitely could envision me getting a cat at some point in time. When I moved into my current apartment, I made sure that it was pet friendly for that, excuse me, for that option in the future. But admittedly, I do think that I travel just enough to deter me from getting a pet for the time being. Um, with like, doing conventions and stuff now. So, and like because I live alone, I don't have someone who could easily just like take care of the pet for me when I'm gone. It would be one of those things where I'd have to, enlist a friend to cat sit or like pay somebody and or bring the cat to somebody to take care of while I'm gone. And that's just like a lot of logistics to think about. So currently not in the market, but it is a possibility in the future. Are you thinking in painting any BTS members in this style? I would love to see Jungkook and V. I don't have any plans for BTS stuff at the moment. Um, and the tricky thing about BTS is they're odd numbers, whereas not Stray Kids. I mean Stray Kids too, but Stray Kids and ATEEZ are an even number. So like doing duo units is like a lot easier. With BTS, it would have to be like one unit would have to be three, and I don't see myself being able to fit three. So unfortunately, I don't think it would apply as easily. Oh, I didn't feel motivated to work on art, but since you're live, I guess I have no choice. Yay! Happy to help you feel motivated to make something. You do got to cat proof the apartment, especially sofas, and keep them away from bookshelves and your art studio. Yes, okay. I will say I used to live with cats. When I lived with roommates, two different roommates that I had cats. So I will say I am somebody who has experience with living with cats, but they were never my cats. But yes, you are correct about um, cat proofing the place. I remembered when I was working on a gouache piece back in the day, and I had left it out on the table with like all the art supplies and stuff just out. And my friend's cat did, in fact, put their paws in the water, and then walked across the illustration. And it was a regular gouache illustration. And so the paw prints did actually like reactivate and like mess up the painting a little bit. Um, Whereas if it was acrylic gouache, it probably would have been mostly fine. So yeah, that was really funny. Thankfully, it wasn't. It ended up being a relatively okay thing to fix. Like it didn't end up being too challenging to um, rectify, I guess. But that was a lesson learned for sure. Hi everyone. Yippee, catching my first live while do dishes. Been watching you for a long while and you've definitely helped inspire me to finally start my channel this year. I love your work. Oh my god. Yay, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad. Also very excited for you that you're gonna be starting your own channel. Yeah, this is typically my live streams. I actually have like a face cam as well. But because today's live stream was like super impromptu. It's a very low low production. Normally I use like my nice camera too, so like I think the video quality is maybe a little bit better on my usual setup, but again, it's just like very okay. Sorry guys, I don't know I don't know what that looked like for you guys, but someone was trying to phone me or like call me, and I'm live streaming from my phone. So I don't know what that was like for you guys, but sorry. If I was streaming on my normal setup, that wouldn't have happened, but all good. Crisis averted. It looked like a spam call, so we're all good. Oh, talking about BTS, I have something to share. So my mom is a fan. She's 73 and she loves them for who they are, so wholesome. And every time we talk about them, I think of you, Tina. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God, that is really wholesome. Yeah, BTS really, their fans really span like such a large demographic. And I think that's amazing. That is so sweet. Who's your mom's favorite member? Kitties are so mischievous, haha. They can be in the room with you and just decide to wreck everything in sight while you work. It's so funny. Yeah, I love cats. I think they're very, very amusing. They all have their own personalities. Like I think people who dislike cats, I think just like don't understand them. They're misunderstood, you know? I'm from Mexico City and they were just here and she was keeping a close eye on everything. It was impacted when they were at National Palace with all the army people gathering in the plaza. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I have been um, uh, enjoying but also agonizing over seeing what encore songs are being played at each show, and someone on TikTok has been like formulating uh, a Google spreadsheet keeping track of all the songs that have been played, and people are just like, you know, jokingly just being like really dramatic about if their favorite song got played, and that means that they won't get to have it. But recently they did a repeat song. They did Spring Day at two different shows now. So people are like, oh my God, okay, there's hope that I can, have my favorite song be repeated at my stop. So that's been really funny. The songs that I am sad about that got played already is Pied Piper and Wings. Those are two songs that I would have loved to have at my encore. But the other song that I'm holding out hope for my encore in Toronto is Blood, Sweat, and Tears because it's like not on the regular set list, which is crazy. So the microphone quality is better in your scheduled streams too. That makes sense. Yeah, because I'm just using my phone's microphone for this right now. So that's good to know. Thank you for letting me know. Because then, yeah, that is, yeah, just reminds me that using my usual setup is actually worth setting up for. And that, me paying for nicer equipment actually does mean nicer quality. Okay, I think actually the other things that I need to do is the other little stickers on their faces before I get to the other things. Jimin is her fave because she says he's the most sweet of them all. Aww, that is probably right. And also, knowing that your mom is in her 70s and like that's her reason for her bias, that's so wholesome and totally makes sense. I love that. That is really, really sweet. Because, like, everyone has their reason for their bias, whether it be like the the singing, the dancing, their personality, whatever trait it is. And yeah, your mom's reason being that he seems the sweetest is like so wholesome. She's probably right. Tina, who is your bias? BTS bias. My BTS bias is Jungkook. And then my BT21 bias, like their little mascot characters, is actually Jingy, the little yellow dog. So cute. I will admit, ATEEZ has like the absolute most intense chokehold on me these days. So I'm not like as up to date with everything about BTS in terms of like I don't watch as much of their content or like variety content and all those kinds of things as much as I used to back um like during quarantine days and like the height of my BTS fandom ness. But I still love them, obviously. I will say I absolutely loved their Hot Ones episode. It was so funny. I really enjoy the Hot Ones interviews in general. So I thought it was amazing to see BTS on there, especially like all seven of them. I think is incredible, and they did not disappoint. They were so funny. Hello all. Hi Tina. Hi. Impromptu live stream today. Oh yes, hydration reminder, friends. I don't think I've drank any water this whole time. Oh my god, I tried to do an impromptu live stream on Instagram first, and I was like, oh no, this is there like nobody is sticking around, minus like one person who might still be with us in this chat room. But it's like it was funny how like when I ended the live stream on Instagram, it was like it said that like 60 people had popped in at one point, but like at any given point, there was only like six people like actually in the stream. So like I think a lot of people popped in for like a second and then dipped out. And I was just like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. So I was like, let's go back to YouTube where we at least have like 20 at least like 20 people here. That's like more worth it, you know? Just here lurking, getting ready, watching you. Oh, yay! What are you getting ready for? Oh my god, I absolutely adore your artwork, and I'm so happy I could catch you live to tell you. You make me want to expand my art skills. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am happy to be able to inspire people to make art in any capacity. So thank you so much. Yeah, today's live stream was totally spontaneous. Normally, my setup is a little bit better. Better camera, better microphone. Usually have like a little face cam so you can see me. I am. Yay, welcome. Yeah, or not welcome, but thanks for sticking around and jumping ship with me on Instagram and YouTube. Hello, I'm glad I could catch you live. Hello, welcome. That piece is coming out amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I figured, you know what, like since I'm not making like a full-blown YouTube video out of it, I don't think. I figured why not live stream it? Although I am filming bits and bobs for something. I don't know. Either to turn it into a short, or I might like try and film tiny bits and pieces of every single unit, and then maybe that can be a YouTube video, perhaps. I'm not really sure. That's kind of the thing with like niche fandom stuff is like, is this gonna apply? Like, is this worth it for a YouTube video? But at the same time, it's like you can still see the process. Like you can still enjoy the process or like learn from the process, even if you are not familiar with who I'm actually painting. So I don't know. We'll see. But it's funny because I had that mindset when I did my Death Note fan art illustration as well as the Angel Devil illustration. Like both of those, I had just filmed like little bits and pieces with the intention of turning into like a short or TikTok or something. And then when I put all the footage together, I was like, wait, I actually have enough footage for it to be a YouTube video. So I actually will turn both of those into full blown YouTube videos at some point. I've edited both of them for the most part. I just have to actually do like a voiceover and all that. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. So for my fellow anime fans, look forward to those at some point. Hello, I'm glad I could catch you live. Yay! Oh no, I'm late. This penny is looking so cute. Thank you. I mean, you're not late per se, because I actually, this piece was like halfway done already. I'm just sort of like fiddling around with it. Does this fuel shortage impact the shipping for orders? Are you pressured to increase your prices? I've seen some people have frustrations with the prices and that they're forced to increase prices. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't. I definitely don't blame people for having to do that. Admittedly, I haven't had any sales in my shop the past couple of weeks. I think because I really have like not been promoting it at all. So I actually have no idea what that is looking like right now. But I haven't currently, I have not increased my prices. So if you've ever been, you're like, oh, I have been on the fence about whether or not you want to buy something from my shop. Maybe now is the time before I realize that the prices have gone up for shipping. I don't know, but yeah, that's definitely one of the downsides of being a small business is just having to keep track of things like that. But I'm kind of a bad businesswoman in that sense sometimes. I think, yeah, right now, a lot of my focus has been turned to the conventions, like the in person um, events, because, yeah, it's just like online, it's so hard to get the reach that I used to. With YouTube, with Instagram, and that's obviously like that affects how many people join my Patreon or my ad revenue on YouTube, and then like who again, and then it all just like funnels into like how many people actually go to my shop, and obviously the economy is really bad. Like there's just so many uncertainties, but yeah, so I guess with being an artist and being independent and having the flexibility to like kind of shift focus a little bit, I'm like, okay, this thing isn't working as well as it had in the past, so let's try to shift focus to something else. And so yeah, shifting focus to online or not online, in person events as opposed to online. I mean, obviously I'm still doing stuff online, but you know what I mean, right? Editing, I know the editing, it's killer. Like I had filmed a bunch of stuff in way back. This is so embarrassing now. Way back in January, with the intention of it being like a studio vlog, and it just never happened because I just couldn't find the time to edit it. And like vlogs are way more time consuming to edit. And then like the longer or like the further away I got from January, the less likely it felt to or felt the motivation to work on it just sort of like dissipated. And now we're like entering summer, so it just like feels like there's no point, which is really unfortunate, but that's just how it is, you know? Like if I was still being sponsored by somebody on YouTube or whatever, or if like YouTube was still like a big source of income for me, then I totally would have found time to edit it. But yeah, like I said, it's just you gotta pick and choose your priorities. So less YouTube videos, but I'm making more art, so that's a bonus. This is an amazing painting. Thank you. Yeah, it's difficult. Time and art is considered a luxury. My friend has been doing cons too. They said they're worth it. Yeah, I think like obviously every convention is different in terms of like return, but so far I think it has been a worthwhile thing to invest into. so far anyway. Fingers crossed. I have a number of conventions this year, so I'm literally sitting on like 3 vids and a few shorts that I need to edit. It can be such a slog to get the motivation. Exactly. Yeah. I think I'm kind of in the same boat as you. Um, like exactly that. I have the yeah, all that vlog footage. I have the I oh, you know what? I also remembered I had vlogged Lightbox Expo, which I had done way back in October. I never ended up turning that into a video either. That I think I could maybe turn into, or I wouldn't feel so bad about turning that into like a Patreon exclusive video because I think it would still be really insightful, just like the experience of doing a convention and whatnot. But I think for relevancy, yeah, it's like so long ago now. So yeah, I definitely envy people who have, hired editors because then they can just purely focus on making stuff, making content, making art, but I'm just like not in a position at this point in time to hire an editor, but maybe one day. It's so yeah, being a full-time artist is you're not just an artist. You're a lot of things. You have to wear a lot of hats and learn a lot of new skills. But I know I sound like I'm complaining, but I truly am so grateful to be able to do this full time. So thank you for being here. Oh my god, same. So many videos are sitting in the abyss of nothing. Ugh, yeah. Oh, the editing process eats up so much of your time and really kills the excitement over making content. Like shooting videos is the easy part. Yeah, 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 totally. I just saw that I lost like 2K watch hours because I've been inactive on YouTube for some months now, and it's a bit crushing because I was close to the 3K milestone. No, I'm so sorry. That sucks. How long have you been doing markets for, and how much stock did you have when you started? I'm thinking of trying my hand at it, but I'm unsure of how much I need to prepare first. Oh my gosh, I actually have been doing markets for a really long time, like since I think my first convention was 2015, so it's been a very long time. But big asterisk is that in most of those years, like in that decade, most of that time I would be doing conventions like once, twice, 3 times a year. It's only been the past year or 2 years, where I've done more like that. I've been really picking up steam on how many conventions I actually do in a year. Like I feel like the past 2 years is kind of when I've actually been like, okay, let's like try and do more conventions, or like prioritize them a little bit more. But all of that being said, definitely like baby steps. I think with merchandise, because yeah, especially in those kind of early when you're first starting out, you don't want to invest in like 100 of something and then realize that like it doesn't sell very well or something, or that um, and then you're like sitting on stock for forever. Like I think it's good to keep it yeah simple and because it's possible that like you do a couple conventions and realize like you just don't like doing them, or that they're like not very profitable for you or whatever. I think you just have to like, I think with anything you just like slowly scale up as you go. And also like something that you'll probably also just learn over time is that like you know yeah, like your setup will probably change and adapt a lot, so don't feel like you have to commit and drop like thousands and thousands of dollars all at once. And I know that it can be kind of like daunting because you see these really crazy setups or like people offering so many different types of products. But yeah, when I first started, I mean, also when I first started, like the convention scene was so different back then. But I literally I was just offering prints. And then I was hand cutting stickers, which I'd made just like from like a local at a local print shop. So yeah, it's so funny for me because I have a videography background, but I think editing my own content is rough because I already got to enjoy the making and then having to watch and make it again. That is so true, actually. Yeah, I think that that is probably a big part of why it just feels like such a drag to edit your own content as opposed to someone else's content because it's sort of like, oh, we're doing this again. Whereas I imagine if you're editing somebody else's content that you hadn't seen before, it's more exciting because it's like new. So I never thought of that, but that makes sense. I've never edited somebody else's footage, so I wouldn't know or have any experience with that. But that is definitely an interesting perspective. I've been trying to post a video every Friday, but I have nothing ready at all for tomorrow. I'll rush and put it together in the morning, maybe classic me. I understand. I understand your struggle. Like when I was first starting my YouTube channel, I was also very committed to posting every Friday. And yeah, it was really stressful. And but I will say, like that hustle, I do think made a really big difference for growing my channel because YouTube really does favor quantity and consistency. And I think that probably is a huge detriment to my channel now because I'm not consistent and posting nearly as much as I used to. Like I at this point I post like one video a month basically ish. Um, but yeah, again, it's just like you just have to kind of pick and choose what you want to prioritize. And right now YouTube is just like not a priority. Um, so yeah, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I hate how every single platform is basically based on constant uploads, and you're punished if you don't upload current content daily or weekly. Like kills us artists and people who need time to create. Yeah, 100%. Like the constant need to push content out. I mean, the fact that like we have to call it content as well, right? Like not art. I mean, it is art, but yeah, it's really frustrating. Hydration reminder. What time is it? I'm surprised my phone isn't dead yet. 1:15. Okay. What is your favorite painting that you like to paint the most? Oh, I feel like it's changing all the time. Yeah. It's very hard to pick a favorite. Because yeah, I feel like I'm just always changing my mind. Right now I'm really enjoying gouache, regular gouache, which I'm using right now. In terms of like favorite painting, I think it is the Patreon reward that I did for February, which was like this kind of vampire girl that I did with acrylic gouache. I just really loved how she turned out. And not including this illustration, but I do think that oh my gosh, I just smudged this. This that's great. Um, my illustrations have kind of been leaning towards like a slightly darker color palette or like more punchy, I guess, or like maybe more dramatic. Yeah, more dramatic maybe color palette is maybe the best description of it. Not this, obviously, this is very pastel and cutesy. But I think a lot of my other artwork lately has been, yeah, more dramatic in the color palette and vibe and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, that's just sort of where I'm at lately. Even in my clothing style as well. I've been I mean, I've always been interested in kind of, wearing a lot of black and kind of darker, witchy, whimsy goth alternative styles, but I think I've been just like leaning into that more and more these days. And it's so interesting to see that my art is starting to reflect that a little bit as well with exceptions, of course. Like this piece that I'm working on. These will all be very cutesy and pastel-y. Oh, that white ended up being very, very opaque. Like, maybe too opaque compared to everything else. But you know what? When it dries, it might dry down and be a little different because you know the gouache thing dries differently. But that's like so starkly white compared to everything else. It's really funny. I basically took a detox from posting and now trying to get engagement back is killer. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard out here. I think I'm gonna focus on creating and post what feels right to post and see what happens. Worrying over algorithms that change daily is just too much. Yeah, I try not to worry about algorithms too much either. I just can't. I'm so glad I work from home. I can enjoy the live stream and chat with y'all while I do Excel sheets. Amazing. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so happy you're streaming. I just sat down to do the 100 heads challenge. Ooh, that's exciting. Good job. That's a big task. Okay, I think I'm going to put the white in this little lid so I can add a lot of water so it's a little bit more transparent. Because, yeah, this is like too opaque. Although, no, yeah, it is. That's okay. I'll deal with it later. I've been scared too because I had to take long breaks because my mom was sick, so I focused on her. She's better now, but I'm not looking forward to jumping back into the engagement fight. It is, yeah, honestly, I don't really know what the answer is. Unfortunately, I'm also kind of in the mindset of just like post when you have something and hope for the best. Um, like I always say that I'm like a quote unquote bad businesswoman because like in theory you're supposed to look at all the analytics and like study all your posts and you know base how you operate from there, but I just cannot be bothered. Yeah, in my mind, I'm just like that takes up too much time and energy and mental space that I just don't, you know, just don't have the bandwidth for. So I'd rather, yeah, spend that time and energy to just make more stuff. But you know, that's why like companies have a whole team dedicated to all these different things. But I'm just one person, so I can't get over how bright the cloud sticker is on his face. It's just like beaming. Very funny. Um, what next? Um, I haven't done their eyebrows yet. I've been nervous to do the eyebrows because I really think that it's going to it can make or break their likeness to a degree. Even though I have them drawn in already, I'm just like really nervous. I think because like if I mess it up, it'll be hard to fix. Um, but let me just pull up their photo, just so I can really try and get it right. Oh, I like that sort of almost neon effect in the angel wing. Thank you. Yes. Okay. That is something that I am experimenting with is like having that like hot pink just sort of, yeah, peeking around the edges on everything, which I think is really fun. Again, leaning into this kind of like looser look. But thank you, thank you. Hey, I just got here. Have you guys been going for a while? I guess we've been going for 71 minutes, so a little over an hour. Honestly, Tina, you're doing great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Same. I had to focus on life more and lost the momentum. I'll have to work my way back to it eventually. I believe in you. Um, Also, as a friendly reminder, um, my I'm streaming from my phone right now, and I can't see my battery life. So if the live stream cuts abruptly, that's probably due to my phone dying. Just as a heads up, in case yeah, in case I don't end the stream before my phone dies. What was it like living with roommates? Any fun stories you could share? Oh my gosh. Living with roommates is quite an experience. Obviously, every roommate situation is going to be different. I've definitely had good and bad roommate experiences. But you know, I like to with these live streams especially. Let's stick to good things. And especially like yeah, we've been kind of complaining about algorithm and stuff. So let's go back to something positive. Um, Something that I loved about living with my friend Elise. She's my bestie. We would watch so many TV shows together, and I found that really fun. And whenever we hang out, we do watch TV shows together still. But the downside of it is because we don't live together. We get together like every other week, basically ish. But obviously that means like we're kind of getting through TV shows a lot slower. Um, and because we don't see each other every day, a lot of the time that we spend hanging out obviously is also dedicated just like catching up and stuff. And so we just don't get through as many TV shows together anymore. But yeah, that's something that I really loved when I lived with her. We would watch anime together. We watched Drag Race together, like RuPaul's Drag Race. I always forget that I have to differentiate sometimes. When I say Drag Race, like in my circle, in my world, it's always automatically RuPaul's Drag Race, but that's not necessarily the case for everybody. But anyway, yeah, so that was my favorite thing about living with her. Also, she had a cat that lived with us, and her name was Meow Meow, and I loved her dearly. She is no longer with us, unfortunately. But I loved that cat. Oh my god. See, this eyebrow, I messed it up. Okay. Hold on. Because yeah, sans eyebrows are like so the shape is so specific. So I really need to make sure I get it right. So hold on, let me see if I can just clean it up a little. Okay, you know what? That wasn't so bad. Well, I say that, but when it dries, it'll probably look different. Ugh, I do hate the color shift. Um, Someone told me in one of my comment section or in my recent video that the color shift on the Holbein gouache is not as significant as the Windsor Noon, so I'm really looking forward to that possibility. Because I think that's honestly my biggest deterrent with regular gouache. Damn, that's a good name for a cat. Isn't it so funny? Meow meow. It's like the cutest. Cloud is the highlight. It really is. How many Comic Cons have you been to? Oh my gosh, I actually don't think I could count. It's like dozens. um, but as like an artist, I've only attended like as a guest to a Comic Con. Actually, I don't think I've ever attended a Comic Con as a normal guest, except for two. No, I think I went once to Anime North in high school, like just as an actual guest. But every other time I've been to a convention, it's as an artist. How long do you think you will go for live stream? Not too much longer because I do need to eat lunch and then start doing laundry. Unfortunately, I've been putting off doing laundry for like way too long. So yeah, probably not too much longer, but I've been enjoying hanging out with y'all this impromptu live stream. Maybe I'll do another one when I'm working on mats. Everyone in the chat, don't forget to give a like and help the engagement for Tina. She def deserves it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Meow Meow the cat. Almost gonna call her Mau Mau. I know. It's so similar. So cute though. Okay, wait. I picked up this pink. Why? Why did I pick up this pink? What for? What for? What for? Oh, this. I smudged it earlier. It's like when you like enter a room and you're like, what did I come into this room for? The ADHD, undiagnosed ADHD. You are such a phenomenal artist. Love your work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah. I think the starkness of this cloud is bugging me. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna layer this just something on top a little bit. Oh my god, I smudged it again, you guys. That's so funny. That is so funny. I cannot. I cannot. Okay. Something that I forgot to do, but I'm gonna do, I think, for this is for the stickers, like on my digital version, I didn't put like the white, what's it called? The white border around it, like you would see in most stickers. And I am gonna do that, I think, for these because I think it really helps kind of sell the look that it's a sticker. So I'll probably do that with a paint marker a little later. But let's go back to the eyebrows. Hey, so I have been trying to start doing YouTube for a while now, but I feel like it doesn't look or feel clean and professional. I feel like it isn't good enough. Do you have any advice? I honestly like, I think with YouTube, kind of like how the advice I was giving about doing artist alley, like when you're first doing artist alleys, is just like, yeah, scale up slowly over time. Like, don't be too fussed about it being perfect right off the bat, because, yeah, everything is like a learning curve. Everything takes. I just spit on this, I think. Oh my gosh. Okay. Um, like when I first started my YouTube channel, I was filming on my phone and I was editing on my iPad on like iMovie or something, which is crazy. Um, or was it on my iPad? It might have been, or no, or was it on my like dying laptop? I don't know. It was yeah, but like it was on some kind of really um what's the word like archaic video editing program. Um, and I bought like one tiny little light um, to like light my videos, and then relied mostly on natural light from the window. And then as my YouTube channel grew and my business grew and all those things, and I felt like okay, like this is working or it's like going somewhere. Then I felt like I felt confident enough to be able to like invest in more equipment and obviously eventually like use a better program to edit the videos and all that. So, yeah, everything just takes time. And don't be overly concerned about it being perfect right off the bat because, yeah, it's just. Um, if people like the content, like they'll follow along. And actually, a piece of advice maybe that I didn't initially think about, but did figure out quickly is that like audio quality, you do kind of want to really pay attention to that if you're doing voiceovers. But you don't have to do voiceovers. Like lots of people just like do music and then like little subtitles or whatever. But I do think that like people will forgive slightly not amazing quality video, but I think audio is like it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. But I think if audio is like really bad, then it's like unwatchable. My advice is just start and as you go, find your voice. The early Davids become channel lore. LOL. My style for my art channel is drastically different from my other two. Yeah, exactly. Like you just kind of figure things out as you go, you know? I am I like my philosophy is fake it till you make it. Like that's truly how I have felt my entire art career. The imposter syndrome. Um like I feel those feelings all the time. Like when, especially like giving advice. I'm always just like, am I qualified? Even though I've like been a full-time artist for a number of years now, but I'm always like, I don't know if I'm qualified. And yeah, if anyone's a parent, I'm sure that you can relate to a degree in that way too. Like I think a lot of parents probably feel like you're never like 100% like, yeah, I'm totally ready now. Like there's always just that that like that nervousness in the back of your brain. Like, am I qualified for this? I could be wrong though. I'm not a parent and never will be a parent, hopefully. You know what? A lot of these stickers I could use paint markers for. It'd probably be a lot faster, but I don't know. I'm stubborn. True about the sound quality. Get a good microphone for a low price. HyperX is a good starter microphone. Ooh, thanks for the tip for everyone. But yeah, audio quality is huge if you want to do voiceovers. What is your favorite anime series that you like to watch? Oh my gosh, big question. I I am so very much in an anime mood right now. I don't know if I can pick a favorite. But I will say that currently, I am rewatching Naruto, Inuyasha, Bleach, and Death Note. I'm sort of like interchanging, like kind of going back and forth between them depending on my mood. Um, and I'm having an absolute blast. It is been so fun. Just like nostalgic, but also there's just a very specific look and feel that these kind of older, kind of like early 2000s, early to mid 2000s anime has that new animes just don't have. They, you know, they just look different. They look and feel different. And I've been really enjoying that. So currently rewatching, yeah, all those, but I've been kind of watching Naruto back to back to back to back the past few days. This is some smooth skin, Tina. Very well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, it came together a lot easier than usual, which I feel really good about. I think because the values are very subtle, which I'm really enjoying, honestly. This is the look and feel that I'm hoping for with the rest of them. I love how pink this painting is. I went to Comic Con recently. There is South Africa, and I bought a lot of cutesy 80s merch I really love. They're not afraid of having more feminine aesthetics. Yes, I'm glad. I love. That's the thing. It's like my previous 80s series was very um more like dramatic. So that's why with the next round I wanted to go cutesy. So yeah, these been so fun. Tina, babe, you're a full-time professional artist. Hell yeah, you're qualified. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much, guys. I have to go. Bye bye, LOL. I love you guys and love your video. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, do you watch Witch Hat Atelier? It's my life and blood right now. I have been watching it. I haven't seen the newest episode, but I have been watching it. The animation is stunning, and love how everyone is obsessed with Keyfree. Not surprising. Um, yeah, it's gorge. And I am, you know, I've always been a fan of witches. I love magic. I love fantasy. So yeah, I'm watching that. I'm also watching Demons of the Shadow Realm, the new anime from Full Metal Alchemist creator, which I am also enjoying quite a lot. I've been curious to see what she was going to come out with after because Full Metal Alchemist is like my favorite series of all time. That and Avatar: Last Airbender, like those are my top two. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It is really funny seeing how So many of her character designs feel so reminiscent of characters from Full Metal. But you know what? I'm not mad at it. It's just funny. Because there's just so many parallels that you can't not see. I don't remember. Have you watched Solo Leveling? I watched the first season, or maybe I don't know if I actually even made it through the first season. I did try to watch it. Unfortunately, it just did not hook me. I felt like the main character, um, he just was not compelling. Like after he, levels up, he just loses like all of his values and personality that he had at the beginning of like in the first episode, and then he just becomes this like super powerful kind of shell of a person. um like I'm like, is your only motivation and personality trait is that you want to get stronger? Like I just I don't find that compelling, but everyone's obsessed with it, and I think it maybe its purpose is to just be this cool badass guy doing cool fight scenes, and that's fine. I think that's but that doesn't hook me, I guess. And maybe I'm judging it too early, but that's just, yeah, I tried picking it up multiple times. But I'm somebody who prefers where I'm like really invested in the characters, as opposed to like just cool fight scenes, cool hot characters fighting. But that's, yeah. Anyway, I could be wrong. Maybe it changes. I've been sketching Yuno while watching the stream, and it almost looks like him. That's a win for me. Oh my god! Yay, you! You know what? I will say, I think Yuno is the hardest member to capture his likeness. I think. Um, I don't know why, but I think, yeah. Um, at least when oh my god, I have been obsessed with watching everybody's Tomodachi life clips, especially the 80s ones, because I don't have it, so I have to live vicariously through other people. Oh my god, I just smudged paint onto my iPad screen. Oh my god, hold on. Hold. Good thing this is a paper-like screen. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I feel like people have been absolutely nailing the likeness of the 80s members, even in this like, me format. I do think is the hardest to capture. Solo Loving is definitely a gamer show. Yes, he was losing himself. Yes, okay, yeah. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like a video game. And I don't play video games, so maybe that's why like I'm just like not the target audience. But maybe that's the arc. That is the arc that he needs to find. He needs to like circle back to like who he was before getting his leveling up. Just curious, which gouache paints are your favorites? I've seen you work with so many different brands, and you always manage to make them work so well. Thank you so much. Yes, I am unfortunately a product of the fact that I used to work at an art supply store, and so I'm always trying so many different brands and so many different things. What is my favorite? I would say probably the Holbein Acryla gouache, but that only applies to acrylic gouache because it's like, I'm gonna have a favorite for all the different things. I can't really speak on regular gouache just yet, just because I'm only familiar with, in terms of like professional grade, just these Winsor & Newton ones, which I'm using, as well as, well, these are, I don't know, I don't think these are considered professional grade, but I am enjoying these two. But the actually, am I enjoying them? Not really, because they dried out in these pots. I'm using them just because I have them. I prefer tubes, but um, Yeah, that's why I was asking people what um what their favorite gouache, regular gouache was because I'm curious to try other brands. But yeah, watercolors. I think Daniel Smith is the one that I use a lot. But yeah, honestly, like a lot of times I really don't have very good discernment. Like I think there's a lot of artists who can differentiate between different brands really, like they can articulate the differences very very well and understand like, oh, this consistency or this coverage or this pigment is better than this, whatever. But I find, I think I can't tell, as unless it's like really obvious. I don't know. A good analogy maybe is like I was out to dinner with my friends last weekend, and I got a glass of wine. I had just picked, or I just asked for the house, was it the special or the house wine for the day or whatever. Um, and my friend was like, "Oh, how is it?" And I was like, "It's good." And she was just like, "That's not a very strong reaction. It must not be that good." And I was like, It's just white wine." I was like, I can't tell you the difference. Like, a white wine is a white wine to me. Like, I can't discern. I was like, my palate is not very refined, and I think that's how I feel about a lot of art supplies. Is like, I'll just use it and I'll just like make it work. I'll just make it happen. So I don't know, unless it's like really really obvious. Solo leveling sounds like it's made for the male demographic. I definitely think that's probably their target audience, and then obviously there's going to be a lot of people who um, that are not men who also enjoy it if they're into that genre. But yeah, for me, I'm like, I need to like feel invested in like an underdog story or something. I need more. I need more. Sometimes like a series can carry if I really love all the side characters, and not if I don't necessarily love the main character. It's pretty rare for me to like, in that case, but like I think, what's it called? I think Tokyo Revengers was a really good example of that. Like, I absolutely hated Takamichi, the main character. I hated him. He drove me insane. But I loved all the side characters. Admittedly, I did drop Tokyo Revengers. I don't know what happened. I just watched. I was like obsessed with the first season, and then I don't know. But yeah. I don't think I've ever asked who's your 80s bias. Oh my gosh. Hongjun and Songhwa, but like Hongjun just a tiny bit more, but like I really love both of them. I have so much Anities merch of both their characters. Their photo cards are like sitting on my desk. I'm looking at them right now. Yeah, I love them. But I love all the members. Like, I truly love them all. But obviously, sometimes you just gotta have a favorite, especially when you buy merch. You just, yeah, realistically, for the wallet. Tina is awesome all around. Aw, thank you. I am new to gouache in a way. I used them 30 years ago in art school. I can't even remember the brand, but currently I've been enjoying Turner design gouache. Dries, very silky, no streaks. Oh yeah, I enjoy Turner's as well. I have a couple of tubes from them. Yeah, they're also like more affordable than Holbein, at least in Canada. So they're a great option in that sense. I don't really love how this band-aid looks. I think I might. Mm, okay, I think what I'm gonna do is put the lighter purple on top and then do a different. I think maybe I'll use a thinner paintbrush for the stripes because yeah, I just don't really like how that looks. Thank you. Have you heard of the new K drama My Royal Nemesis? I have not gone into the K drama realm, which um, I know so many, like many years have passed of people telling me to get into K dramas and recommending me different K dramas. I just haven't gone there yet. And like I never say never. I'm not like opposed to it, but I think I'm in a very animated mood lately. Animation or like manhwa manga kind of mood. So I don't know. I don't see myself picking up K dramas anytime soon, but never say never. But My Little Nemesis that appeals in the sense that it sounds for enemies like enemies to lovers, which I love. I'm just gonna turn the music back on. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Why is it doing that? I don't know. I think my computer is like going into sleep mode or something. Um, do you ever struggle with perfectionism? I definitely do. 100%. It is tough. It is tough. Um, Perfectionism as well as imposter syndrome. It's like the worst combo. So yeah, 100%. Damn, Tokyo Revengers is on my to watch list. Please spill some tea. Give me spoilers. Why did you not like it? Okay. Um the main character. Okay, I'll just talk I just the main character. Oh my god. Like his thing is okay, so like Tokyo Revengers, it's been a long time since I watched that first season, but um my brain. So the premise is that the main character, he's in a gang, but then what is it? Wait, no, it's like an isekai almost, or no, time travel. So he's like his like future self from like way into the future gets transported back into his body when he was younger or in a different timeline where he's part of a gang, something like that. Basically, he's like popped into a version of himself that he doesn't remember, and he's in a gang. He's in a gang. That's whatever. He's in a street gang, um, but he's completely useless. And that's fine, right? Like we love a fish out of water. We love an underdog story, whatever. But the problem is he like doesn't actively do anything to try and improve himself, which drives me crazy. Like he's always talking about how he's not a good fighter, and I'm like, okay, like take lessons, my guy. Like where's your training arc to become a better fighter? Hello? Like he's just playing the victim the whole time but not doing anything about it. And yet all the characters are like, "Oh my god, you're the best. I love you. We couldn't do it without you." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He hasn't provided anything. He's not adding to your life in any way, except for like some words of encouragement. Also, have you seen Castlevania Nocturne yet? I was rewatching the season and the art style was so inspiring. Oh my god, I love Castlevania. I do prefer the first season of or like the original run of Castlevania, but I do still really like Castlevania Nocturne as well. Mostly because of Alucard. I love him so much. I would love to do Alucard fan art. Oh my god. I've never played the games, but like obsessed with that art style. I always forget her name, but the concept artist for that series is just chef's kiss. Stunning. But yeah, I did really enjoy it. My friend who is an anime fan, who also likes vampires, she has never seen Castlevania, and I was like, "Girl, you have to watch it." If only for Alucard. But I think, yeah, my thing with Nocturne was I was way less invested in the additional characters, which is, again, as we discussed, is a problem. I didn't hate them, I just didn't feel as invested um, in them as I did with like the other cast. So Alucard is like the main reason why. Oh, and All Rock. I like him too. Gotta get ready to take my partner to an appointment, but so glad to get to watch you live and talk with this awesome community. Everyone, have an amazing day. Thanks for joining. You might be gone by now, but thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, if that does sound quite irksome, lol. I'll leave Tokyo Revengers on the bottom of the list. Yeah, I definitely think like you should still give it a go because I will say like I love so many of the side characters. Oh, actually, like this is like a very light spoiler maybe. But like one of the characters that I really really liked um dies, and I was like, oh, I was like, so yeah, sad. That's probably why I stopped watching it. I didn't like immediately stop as soon as he died, but it was like I tried, or I'm just like it's hard to continue knowing that he's gone, you know. But I will say I do appreciate a series that actually commits to killing off characters. Because that creates like way higher stakes in the story. But it is sad when it's, a character that you really like. Because, like, if all the characters that die get, like, revived or don't actually die or, whatever, like the plot armor, it just, like, doesn't, there's no tension. Because you're like, they're probably not actually dead. But it is sad when it's, like, a character you really like. Every time I live stream, I always end up live streaming way longer than I think I will, which is so funny. But you know what? I think that's a testament to you guys because I'm just hanging out, and also, I feel like I get more done. Right, the longer I'm live streaming, the more I'm painting. So, not that it feels like I've gone super far, but it probably would have been worse if I wasn't live streaming. Like I would have been on TikTok looking at AT's edits. AT's and oh my god, my feed is like Tomodachi Life, AT's, and the Avatar, the like leaked Avatar movie, which I have not watched out of principle, but I unfortunately cannot resist all these thirst edits. So. Yeah, I feel like in Nocturne there wasn't enough scenes of the main trio interacting with each other and Alucard, but I am invested in Ulrox. Yeah. Agreed, agreed. And I feel like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. I feel like the love or the romance felt a bit forced, if I'm remembering correctly. It just sort of felt like, oh, we have a male and a female character. They're supposed to fall in love because I don't know. Like, sometimes, we don't have to. Or like, I don't know, we need to improve on the chemistry between these two characters to really sell it. I'm not mad at a romance. It's just like, do it well, you know? And I think that's why. Oh, I should have used a smaller paintbrush for this. I think that's why a lot of straight romance is just like doesn't hit for me these days because I think the writing often feels kind of lazy. Like it's just sort of it becomes less about like we're not spending enough time like building on the chemistry or why these characters like work together or whatever. It's just like, oh, there's a guy and a girl, they have to be together. Like that's just like how it's supposed to be. And you're like, but why? Whereas I feel like with a lot of queer stories is like we're spending a lot of time with why these characters want to be together or why they work or, you know, their relationship or their dynamic with each other. So anyway. The character I like died is the story of my life. Anime, movies, games, C-dramas. Honestly, if you want to know who dies, just ask me for my favorite character. That is so tragic. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That reminds me, I was telling my friend how I have second male lead syndrome. Like anytime there's a love triangle, I end up rooting for like the one that doesn't actually get the girl, which is so annoying. So like I just have to swear off love triangles. Um, do you have any manhwa that you're currently reading? Yes. I'm always like sort of flip flopping around between a lot of different things. But last night I was reading Antidote. It's like a BL manhwa that's like fantasy. Um, and the poor main character has just been absolutely through it. It's stressing me out. I'm like, when can he finally catch a break? It's just like one tragedy after another. And I'm like, can we give this guy some happiness and a breather for like 3 seconds? Oh my god. Drive me crazy. I have the Zuko and Sokka edits burned in my brain. Incredible. That song, that Jealous song by Doja Cat, like that is when I listen to that song or hear it, I feel like just the back of my eyelids immediately start playing like Zuko Sokka thirst edits. It's so funny. The romance was rushed between them for sure. Like they were mad at each other and then boom in love. Yeah, I think maybe rushed is the right word. Yes. The Tomodachi Life videos and live streams are keeping me afloat and exam on exam period. LOL. On principle, I don't want to buy that game at $60, but it's very funny. Yes, I I really enjoy the Tomodachi vids. They're so funny. I know they're so good, right? Yeah, I don't have a Switch, so I just I cannot justify buying a Switch just for this game. But it's so entertaining to watch other people's little clips, and I'm grateful because then we can live vicariously through them. But yeah, I've been really enjoying like the anime ones and obviously the 80s ones and like every universe. Max is like getting married, and I'm obsessed. And it's funny to see what people pick, like for ATs, like what era they picked for their designs. It seems like with Hongjun, especially, like most people are making him ginger, which I love because I feel like he's a natural ginger at this point. As well as like half the people are giving him an eye patch, which I also really enjoy. I think it's really funny. Is there any good anime series that I could watch? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's be like, what genre are you in the mood for right now? Then we can kind of help like narrow it down. I bought the Switch in 2020 just for Animal Crossing. You're so valid for that. I did consider that at that time as well because it looked so fun and I wanted to join everybody. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If like months from now I still want to play Tomodachi Life, maybe I'll consider it. But right now I'm okay. Like I think I'm being fulfilled through other people's videos for now. We'll see if I feel honestly, I can picture myself really really enjoying doing the character profiles and then like losing momentum and interest like after that. I think that's the most exciting part is like creating the avatars, which, you know, that's not enough to justify buying it. I also worry the opposite, where I'm obsessed with it and then I don't get anything done. Like my attention span is already so bad um, that I do feel concerned about making it worse and getting like nothing done. I don't have the patience to play games in general, so I'm so thankful to people who play and upload vids, especially for games like Love and Deep Space, because babe, I cannot spend money on this. Oh yeah, Love and Deep Space. I refuse. I absolutely cannot justify that whatsoever. Um, I've had a number of people ask me about fan art for Love and Deep Space, or if I play, or if I'm gonna play. Yeah, I cannot. I cannot. Same, and then I didn't touch my Switch for 5 years. Oh my god. Yeah, see, I'm worried about that. A friend of mine pirated Tomodachi Life and got hacked slash scammed, and the scammer sent the evidence of them pirating to Mr. Beast and showed pictures that they sent it to him. Oh my god, what? Snitching to Mr. Beast has to be the craziest way to get caught. I've never laughed more. That is crazy. What the heck? What? Oh my god. Damn. Yo, getting scammed. Ugh, scary. For those of you who don't know, my Instagram got hacked last year, and it was like the most stressful few weeks of my life. Thankfully, they weren't able to really mess anything else up, or as far as I can tell, like get any information or anything. But yeah, the only way I was able to get my Instagram back was because somebody I knew or somebody that I met at New York Comic Con happened to know someone at Meta and they were able to retrieve it from me. But I think unless you have like a direct connection, it's like impossible to get back, which is really brutal. Oh, I still play Animal Crossing. It was absolutely worth it for me, but I know Tomodachi Life wouldn't. It doesn't look like something that would be fun for. It looks like something that would be fun for a month and then I get bored of it. Yeah, I'm worried about that. Literally, like ADHD is one hell of a drug for one moment. You hyperfixate on something for the next 5 months and then you lose interest on something else and never touch it and feel guilty. Yeah, see, things like that make me wonder. Like, I'm not diagnosed with ADHD, but I feel like I have a lot of traits. And so sometimes I joke and I'm like, oh, my undiagnosed ADHD. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I think there might be something going on there. Cause like I do require a lot of additional like stimulation in order to get a task done. Um, so like the reason why I have been watching so many of these like nostalgic anime is because I've been playing them dubbed so that I can have them playing while I work. So that I have something else going on in the background. Oh right, I shouldn't outline this in paint because I'm probably gonna outline in white for the sticker effect. What if I don't like it though? Or do I just do the white stickers, white outline for the sticker on the face? No, I feel like I kind of have to carry it through all of them. Yeah, okay. That's okay. Where should I test it first? Oh no, maybe I should do the patterns on their band-aids. Yeah, do that. We'll see. We'll see. Me right now with Project Hail Mary of all things. That is really funny. I heard it's a good movie. I haven't watched it, but I've heard it's good. Oh my god, a friend of mine hacked it, but all they got was pirated was Elon Musk screenshots on their Insta account. Oh my god. How did they hack it? Were you logged out? The week you posted your iconic quote, enough character development universe. I've had it. Yeah, seriously. It was rough, you guys. I had like a horror story type, well, maybe not horror story, but like I had like a horrible flight on the way back from New York Comic Con. I got home and I was like getting ready for like this consignment shop and I had to go to Lightbox Expo and then my Instagram got hacked. It was just like the most stressful month of my life. But yeah, unfortunately, how they got me, what I mean, I've told this story already, but long story short, just as a cautionary tale for you guys, somebody, or the hacker, I should say, they sent me an email that and made it look like the official Instagram account, and they were like, "You have a music copyright strike on one of your shorts, or no, one of your reels on Instagram," and I have gotten copyright strikes on music on YouTube before, so that's kind of why I felt like, oh, this must like this. is like a feasible thing to happen. And I actually even Googled, I was like, can you get copyright strikes on music on Instagram? Because I was like, oh, I used, the Instagram, like music on Instagram. So I was like, confused. And Google claimed that that is possible. Like that, the person who owns the music could send you a claim due to like them changing their mind about their copyright or like them not agreeing with your there's like a number of reasons. Anyway, whatever. So after Googling that, I was like, oh my god, okay, this is like a real copyright strike. So I was like, okay, like I'll just remove the video or remove this music, whatever, I don't know. Or no, I think it's like no, it had a link to appeal your copyright strike. I think that's what it was, so that it wouldn't like affect my account or whatever, right? And of course, I followed this link to appeal my case, and that's when it asked me to log in, and that's how they got my information. So in hindsight, I feel really, really stupid because like the email sender is like so obviously fake or like scammy looking. Um, but yeah, so that's my cautionary tale. Triple, triple, triple check where the email is coming from. And yeah, that's how they hacked my thing. So they kicked me out of my account, and then I tried all the normal ways to reclaim it, but the scammer worked really, really fast. And yeah, the only way I was able to get it back was through somebody who knew someone at Meta. And yeah, I've I made like a secondary account to for like temporarily, and also just to be able to like contact people and try and reclaim my original account, blah blah blah. So I still have my secondary one. It's like I'm on art, just in case. You never know. But yeah, that was that. It's very stressful. So be careful, guys. This is me with The Sims. I love customizing The Sims with mods for hours, decorating their house, and then I lose interest. So I know all dropped would actually like, yeah, exactly. I think that's exactly what would happen with me. Is like I find like the customization part really exciting, and then I lose interest. I 100% picture that for myself. It's kind of like it's kind of like when back when I was like attempting dating. Um, I found creating a profile, like a dating profile, was really exciting. I was like, ooh, I can like pick cute pictures and blah 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 blah. And then as soon as I actually had to like swipe around and the prospect of like actually like talking and dating people, I was like, oh no. So yeah, very funny. Okay, what do I want to do from here? Well, with Google's AI, no result can be trusted anymore. Oh my gosh, so annoying. Yeah, AI is ruining everything. It's really frustrating. Um, hmm, I'm obviously not done. I know I'm not done. It's just a matter of like, what do I want to work on next? Actually, I need to Google what these guys look like again, because I should double check. Okay, so yes, okay. Sandoki's ears are pink on the inside, so let's do that. And then Uyang's, the inside of the ears are gray. I think like this kind of purpley color that I have is fine. Maybe it just needs to be a little darker actually. So okay, that's fine. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'll do that and then I'll head out because I think I am in lunch mood now. I'm like in kind of hungry. So let's do that. And then yes, inside of his ears. I think yeah, maybe we'll do this purple color. Yeah, that seems yeah, it's a little darker, so that's good. Okay. Cutie patooties. All right. So I think that'll be it for today's impromptu live stream. Thanks for coming, everyone. I know, I didn't announce it or anything, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on such short notice. Should I? Okay, wait. Let me look at my calendar. I wonder if I can squeeze in another live stream that I can actually tell you about in advance. Because it does help me stay on task. I feel like. Let's see. Potentially. Well, the thing is like, do I try and pick a weekend? Do I do a weekday? Because, yeah, I feel like weekends are probably more viable for a lot of people, but weekdays are better for me. Where are we at today? The 14th. Oh, yeah, and then my calendar. I don't know. Thank you for the stream. I gotta get dinner too. Bon appetit. Have a fun rest of your day. Thank you. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. This was really fun. Thank you for answering my questions. Of course. Please do a weekend. More people would be able to join. I know it's tricky because I also want to have a weekend. It's very tricky, and I have plans. This weekend. I have plans next weekend. So like, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I can commit to anything just yet. But as always, if I am able to schedule it in advance, I will let you guys know on Instagram stories, Patreon, and YouTube community tab. But if not, I'll try and do one next month. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, and I'll catch you next time. Yeah, new YouTube video is up if you haven't seen it yet, where I work with gouache on handmade paper, which was kind of cool. So yeah, bye bye.